What's good, YouTube? Today's video, I want to talk about how much do you need monthly to live comfortably here in the Philippines. All right, I've been here for a little bit over a year now. I just signed my second lease to a new condo that has an ocean view, as you can see, has a pool, 24-hour security, sauna, gym, all the nice amenities that you look for in a building. And so I want to go through the budget tiers. I have laid out 4 budget tiers. What would be a decent budget coming over here in the Philippines with. Alright, so like and subscribe to the channel, follow me on all social media platforms. Let's go. Alright, the first tier I call just surviving. And this tier ranges from $800 to $1,200 a month. Alright, depending on the area you're planning on staying, especially if you're on the lower end of that budget, I recommend that you stay in the provinces. Alright, you can find you a nice house for $200 to $300 a month. It may come with an AC or not. It may not. You're going to be doing a lot of cooking at home, so you're going to be shopping at the local markets. You won't be doing a lot of traveling. Mostly, we'll be just checking out the local scenes in your area, like the beaches, maybe the bars, whatever else they got going on in that area. You won't have money for health insurance. You might be able to go out every now and then for your coffee and maybe a meal, but that's pretty much where you're limited at with the $800 a month budget. But at $1,200 a month, you can find yourself a nice studio condo in the city. You're also going to be shopping at the local markets, but every now and then you can shop at a grocery store. You won't be able to do a lot of international travel, but you can probably do a trip here and there. You can take a trip here and there to the other islands. You possibly can have access to health insurance with that type of a budget, but you're still gonna have to most definitely be frugal and most definitely watch out what you spend on a daily basis. But that's the budget for what I call just surviving. All right, so the second budget tier I call comfortable living. In this budget tier, it ranges from $1,200 to $2,500 a month. I already mentioned what you can get with the $1,200 a month budget, so I'm going to mention what you can get if you have more than that coming over here. All right, now you can also be still in the city, but now you can upgrade your condo to a 1-bedroom, possibly a 2-bedroom, depending on where you're at. You have a nice view. You have access to health insurance. You can shop at the local markets, also the grocery stores. You can entertain a girlfriend. So at this budget tier, a lot of things starts to open up. You can eat out every day if you wanted to. You can, take international travel. You can travel locally. So a lot of things start to open up here at this budget tier. And this is the tier I would recommend you be at. This is the tier that I'm currently at, on the higher end of that though. And you can most definitely live very comfortably here at that budget range. All right, so that's budget number 2. The third budget tier I like to call luxury living, and this tier ranges from $2,500 to $3,200. I already mentioned what you can get for $2,500, but I also forgot to include motor scooter rental. You also can do that within the $2,500 to $1,200 to $2,500 budget. More so on the high end of that. But if you're on the high end of the 25 to 32 monthly budget, you can also include a motor scooter or a car. And everything that you can do in the $2,500 budget, you also can do in the $3,200 budget, but with a family. Now you're sending your kids to private school. You're doing international and local traveling. You're doing everything that you can do in the $2,500 budget, but just with a family in the $3,200 budget. So that's what I call luxury living budget. All right, the last and final tier I like to call King Lifestyle Living. And this tier runs from $3,200 to $4,000 and above. Obviously, if you're on the higher end of this budget, you're in the top 1%. There's nothing you can't do or buy here in the Philippines. You got access to the best healthcare. You're probably living in a luxury condo or a big moderate home in the provinces. You're sending your kids to private school. You probably got a car and a motorbike. You're traveling internationally every month or locally every month. You're eating some of the best foods. I mean, there's nothing you can't do at this budget level. So if you're coming over here with this kind of a budget, man, I mean, the world is your oyster. At least the Philippines is. Pretty much most of Southeast Asia at that point. So, yeah, good job and kudos to you. This is the budget I call King Lifestyle Living. Okay, YouTube, those are my 4 budget tiers if you're considering coming over here for your retirement or to live here long term. Obviously, I haven't mentioned the visas or the tourist extensions that you will have to do. So you also want to have a little of a nest egg also as well, along with your recurring monthly income. But if you're coming over here, you got a recurring monthly income and a little bit of a nest egg, make sure you get some medical insurance or something, or you self-insure, you should be pretty decent here. All right. So like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on all social media platforms. Stay tuned for upcoming videos and have a good day. Peace.